Fiaura. First off, live stream today is canceled. Sorry. Basically my hand has some gauze on it, and I'm not supposed to put a lot of pressure on it, so I can't actually put the pressure to, you know, play a video game right now on the mouse. Unless I mouse left-handed, but then what am I supposed to do for moving a vehicle around? Not gonna happen. I may come back and do a live stream anyway. Hello, police officer. But then it's going to be something different that only requires one hand, probably a strategy game or something. We'll see. But in the meantime, we have the Leopard 2AV. As previously discussed, that I will be reviewing this vehicle. Now, this is a complete departure from everything else on this line. This tank is... First off, let's just compare it to the Leopard 1A5. So, we have lower DPM, barely more penetration. The Leopard 2AV has armor. A lot of it, apparently. The Leopard 1A5 does not. The Leopard 2AV is made of composite armor. The Leopard 1A5 is made of steel. The Leopard 2AV is slower to accelerate, although it has a slightly higher top speed. The Leopard 2AV is not camouflage worthy, does not have the longest view range of any main battle tank. Has a slightly better turret traverse, but its hull traverse is abysmal compared to the Leopard 1. It has a more inaccurate gun, and it takes forever to aim. Especially compared to the Leopard 1. So, when I say that this is not like the previous tanks, it's completely not like the Leopard 1 before it. We are, however, going to be comparing it to the rest of the Tier 6 main battle tanks. Now, for those who are curious, there's not hardly any military history on this vehicle because the Leopard 2AV is the prototype for the Leopard 2. So there isn't really any military history to go over. It's a prototype vehicle, much like the XM1 when we get to it is a prototype vehicle. It's not an actual vehicle, it's the prototype design. So we are now going to compare the Leopard 2AV to the XM1. Now, base wise, if I take out the hull reinforcement, the Leopard 2AV does have more hit points. That's something to note. If I take off this gyroscopic stabilizer, the Leopard 2AV will have a much longer aim time. It has over a 3-second aim time base. Ouch. Armor-wise, well, the XM1 definitely has better frontal armor. As we showed in a previous video, anything with greater than 300 penetration on a flat attack will pin this lower boilerplate right here all day long. The Leopard 2 is not like that. Just this prototype. Whereas with the XM1, you have to ring the turret ring or shoot the driver's hatch for full damage. Otherwise, the commander's hatches are partial shots. Now, on to the category of turret armor. Overall, the Leopard 2's turret armor is actually thicker and a better composite. And the Leopard 2AV's gunner sight is not a weak point, whereas the XM1's lower part of the gunner sight is a weak point. So you have to protect this. You don't have to protect this. Of course, the hatches are weak points as well. Moving on to the speed. Well, the XM1's faster but slower to accelerate. They both have the same camouflage rating, but the XM1 has better view range. The XM1 will win the gun depression war. Barely, but it will win it. The XM1 is slightly slower on the traverse on the turret, but in practice on the hull, the XM1 has better traverse. This is fixed with the full Leopard 2 versus the Abrams, but in this case, nope. Penetration-wise, well, the XM1, I'll go ahead and tell you, when you fully upgrade this shell, is so much better. than the Leopard 2's penetration. This is the fully upgraded shell. This is the XM1's fully up. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, this is the XM1's fully upgraded shell. Slightly lower penetration, slightly less damage, but still better gun handling. Just saying. Armor-wise on the battlefield, the XM1 tends to perform better because it doesn't have the boilerplate weakness area, but the turret ring is harder to hit. But once hulled down, this tank is virtually invulnerable. All this said, this is a complete departure from what you guys had before. Taking a look at it versus the Soviet T-62, you're going to lose the Alpha War. Excuse me. You're going to win the DPM war, but you're going to lose the Alpha War. And the 72A does have that massive, almost 400 pen on its main gun. I think fully upgraded it might actually get to that point, which, yeah, you're not going to want to get shot in the boilerplate by that. 390 penetration. Armor-wise, however, its armor is actually significantly worse. This might read as better. However, the T-62 has a turret ring weakness. This commander's hatch is a weakness. It also has a lower plate weakness. In addition to this, the side armor of the T-62, unlike the Leopard 2AV, is completely flat. The Leopard 2AV is protected by thick treads and a powerful, powerful side skirt. I think this side skirt comes out to something like 60 millimeters of the same armor the rest of this is made out of. And look how thick this tread is. That's amazing. However, when you get up to here, you are in fact hitting the thin point of the side armor. I have found that shooting this thing in the tracks and attempting to penetrate it while knocking its track out, you will consistently not be able to do that, especially with a heat shell. A Sabo shell might do it, but from the front, this thing's frontal side armor is pretty strong. Turret-wise, Leopard 2. I hate to say it, wins. It doesn't have the vulnerability of a turret ring. It doesn't have the vulnerability of a gunner sight. The 72 does. It doesn't. They both have a commander's hatch, but the 72's commander's hatch is larger, and because the 72 doesn't have as much gun depression, the Leopard 2AV is to take better advantage of this particular armament for its turret. Now, Camouflage, the 72, if sitting still, will outspot the Leopard 2AV, but if moving, well, it's in the Leopard 2AV's favor. It has 40 more meters of view range. Acceleration-wise and speed-wise, the 72 slow. I mean, the 72 drives like a boat. Let's face it. It's a land boat. And the traverse on the 72 is abysmal. I think they still hand crank their turret. Accuracy, Leopard 2AV is going to hit more accurately, but remember, the 72 doesn't always have to hit the exact weak spot. The 72 really does have the penetration with its Sabo round to not have to hit that weak spot. Even its heat round might have that penetrating potential. So be aware. Now, as far as aim time, though, the 72 takes forever to aim, even compared to the slow-aiming Leopard 2AV. Hit point-wise, you're in a Soviet main battle tank. You're going to have close to the least hit points until you get to the T-90 versus the Leopard 2. All this said, I went over in a special video how to pen this tank. This gunner sight is not a weak point. This gunner sight is not a... This commander sight is not a weak point. This commander's hatch over here, not this one, is pennable for partial damage, but only partial. You'll do like 150 to 200. This turret ring does not exist as an exposed weak spot. There is no area in which you can fit a shell into this turret ring. We tried. The boilerplate down here, however, is only about 180 millimeters thick and is not very well angled. So it's about 180, 200 millimeters thick and not very well angled. So you will have to protect this however you can. The best way to do this is to come up at an angle and have the side completely protected while you angle this plate to get extra armor to it. The turret is basically invulnerable. Even a flat side shot at this thing's turret might not pin. Even from the mighty Soviet T-72, it still reads as yellow. Even from the MBT-70, which we are going to compare this to here shortly, look at that, 381, 383. You have to get a high pen roll or it's going to fail. Let's now compare it with the MBT-70 real quick so you guys can understand what it's like to fight off against the premium vehicle. Now, we went over the MBT-70's weak spots and they are numerous. This gunner sight, this commander sight back here pens into this cupola, full damage. This side is full damage. This cupola is partial damage. This cupola is partial damage. And you have a lower plate area that's pretty vulnerable too. Not to mention your side armor is abysmally thin and made of, well, let's face it, crappy composite steel that can be penetrated very easily if you expose just a little bit of your side. Getting into the differences here, the MBT-70 has a longer aim time once you have this thing equipped. Base, I think the MBT-70 still has a longer aim time, worse accuracy. MBT-70 has the worst reload time, but the highest alpha. And one of the mightiest penetrations. It has an abysmal damage per minute, however. It has less hit points than all other Tier 6 MBTs. It's not a very forgiving tank to drive. Its actual frontal armor is better on the hull and weaker on the turret than the Leopard 2. As we've seen with every one of these tanks, the frontal hull armor is better, but the turret armor on the Leopard 2 is nigh invulnerable. So if you're at a higher elevation and shooting down, you're basically invincible all day. Anyway. Ow. Okay, I shouldn't do that. Note to self, don't do that. Just don't. Sorry. Just stitches. Don't ask. I broke a board and the board gave me a decent sized gash. The stitches come out Friday. It'll be fine. Camouflage wise, even with the camouflage bonus commander, this MBT-70 doesn't. No, the MBT-70's blind as a bat as well. Acceleration wise, it does accelerate slightly quicker, but yeah, same speed. And traverse wise, well, guess what? They traverse about the same. There's not a real significant difference here. The difference being that hold down, this thing's invulnerable, whereas hold down, the MBT-70 is only mostly invulnerable. As you can see, you can penetrate here and hit this cupola for full damage. Penetrating this sight will do full damage. And anything underneath these two tow hooks, penetration-wise, is full damage. In addition to this, it only takes this much of your side armor because you have no side skirt and your tracks are, in fact, completely open. So just penetrating here from this angle, shooting the drive wheel will do full damage. Almost from this angle will break the drive wheel any further and you're doing damage. Whereas with this, the tracks are not open and it takes about this much of an angle to penetrate through this drive wheel. The front side hull is actually a little bit reinforced compared to the middle and back, so be aware that if you have the backside hull, this is where you want to shoot when you shoot it at side. You don't want to shoot at this frontal section. And that's about it. Now we're going to go take a look at some gameplay. This is from a live stream, so I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, I'm going to go over the end of the stuff spiel. So if you do enjoy, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more stuff by Fiaura, subscribe. Remember that you can support the channel through Patreon, Stream Tip, or by clicking on the ad at the end of the video. Any one of these things will do it, and the ad at the end of the video is free. If you would like to see the previous Armored Warfare video, well, it's right there, actually, and it's my review of the Leopard 2AV as well as some PvP footage of the Leopard 2AV. I don't know if I'm going to include PvP in this one because I haven't been playing a lot of PvP recently due to, well, let's just say really, really bad teams. Horrifically bad teams. That's enough said about this. In the meantime, please do enjoy the gameplay footage. Then it does the Leopard 2's gun.
Yeah. Oh, reactor again.
The only problem is that unlike the shell that's fire and forget, the missile's not fire and forget. Hey, there's no artillery. We can play like abusive dicks.
Are we going to abuse the dam then?
APS up.
What they got? They've got one less MBT than us.
One, I count. Oh, yeah.
Driver, crank it. Affirmative. Gunner, scan for target. Affirmative. Loader, ready up. Up. Driver, move out.
What's your highest tier on the EU server, Eddie?
My Challenger.
I've got the Chally unlocked. I just need the, you know, what is it, 7 mil? All the credits.
Yeah. Oh, you guys going that way? Okay.
Yeah, I'm turning. I'm just, you know, getting the majority of the travel out of the way so I can get onto a road.
It's just I was thinking of going along the dam road. I thought you were driving on the road.
I was.
Okay, mark.
Now I have to drive uphill. The road's not going to make much of a dent. Okay, I do not know how to pin an XM1 from the front.
No, you did more than 1k damage.
2k and a kill.
Identify. Muscle, tank.
Lucky you missed. Damn, it hit his... I don't know where I hit to not penetrate him.
Identify target. Muscle, tank. Direct hit.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Can you cover us, 72?
Identify. Muscle, truck.
I'm targeted. As a designated, sorry.
Okay, well, I need to fucking see what's spotting me.
Identify target. Muscle, CC.
They're all up here. There's no real push point yet, and we're losing tanks. Ah, fuck.
Keep getting ripped by autocannon fire. Oh, you're joking.
Nope. It went to the edge of the circle.
Right. Cop's down, but I've only got 220 hits.
Identified. Hostile truck.
You gotta go somewhere.
Not quite what I had in mind, but I'll take it.
XM1's behind us. And we're both hold down.
Right. So you're both on top of the hill, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, let me see if I can flank him.
Looks like he might dive off. Gotcha.
Nice.
Ah, for fuck's sake, gun. Shoot straight.
He just clipped out, didn't he?
He's clipped over. I dove onto him. LOL. I just jumped off onto him, like, fuck it, wham! What's up?
I tried to do that with the VBL. I figured an MBT-70 landing on top of an armoured car.
Who put him in
might do more
timeout?
damage.
Hold on, Hetty, did you put Matt in timeout for some reason?
Nope.
Who put him in timeout? Come on,
not timed
mods.
anybody
Come
out this
forward.
session.
Which one of you?
User entered your channel.
Hey, J-Dog.
I'll take recon. That's fine.
Hello.
That was kind of hilarious, jumping a Leopard 2 on top of an XM1.
That was.
He's just like, I'm gonna cliff dive. Well, I'm gonna cliff dive onto you because I can.
Another RNG moment for you there, I think.
By the way, I'm only gonna take 100 points of damage because I'm heavier than you.
User left your channel.
Wish I could convert XP. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to run one more in the Leopard 2. I'm having fun with this thing. Then I'll run some different tanks, but I'm having fun with this thing. When the teams aren't stupid.
Yeah.
I have 166,000, and if I had gold, I'd have it all converted and would already have like a tier 9 unlocked.
Cool. I've got 62 converted, 4 unconverted on this account.
I liked that comment, actually.
Okay, so when I'm not actually in platoon with you guys, I'll see what I can do with it. Maybe drag my starship up to M60A3 levels.
Somebody asked how the Stingray is. Bagel. Bagel is so much better. Okay, this is going to take too long because apparently we missed the queue. So we're going to go do Ghost Hunter. We're going to go do one of the hardest PvE missions available.
Oh, that's the missile one based on River Point,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
the one where you stop the missiles from launching.
Well, we've got the right tanks for it.
We hope we have the right tanks for it.
As long as you don't get swarmed in the town, we should be okay.
I'm looking at my Steam friend list to see if anybody else I know should get over here and watch
that
and
means
shit.
Challenger 2s.
Super Gamble. Oh look, we have a T-80. Maybe he has a brain. Well, he's on the point and click adventure.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe he's got a brain. What's the most OP tier? What's the most OP line to grind on any tree?
You could have brought your RTA. I wouldn't care. It's PvE.
Black Company, look sharp. Intel suggests the NDAA is heading to a small town outside of a military base.
Why is that truck unsquishable?
Don't let them hesitate.
Reasons.
Black Company
Seriously,
stands by
this is
for
like
Intel.
one of the heaviest tanks devised since World War II.
My response to you right now, Aura, is bring it on. Really? I bounced the side of a Stingray? Well, I'm firing heat. Seriously.
Enemy spotted in town.
Go hell.
Move,
You go hell, you die.
How the hell did I know effect of BMP2 with an AP shell out of this thing?
Doesn't matter. We squish him.
That hurts.
Doesn't matter how. We squish him.
Oh, that was glorious. Ow.
Identify target. Hostile CC. Target hit.
That guy's not got much crew anymore.
Identified. Hostile CC. Threat destroyed.
That guy dead.
What's the T8?
Whoa!
VFM5 flanking as well, so watch your back.
I just found a. We're gonna take out the VFM first because I don't want
Yeah.
to have that behind me. I found some friends, and I don't like those friends.
Let's take out the expeditionary first. I'm
Ooh,
gonna have to
crit.
guard this. I'm gonna have to guard this flank. I keep getting.
I'm tracked. I can't
Oh,
get out.
ah.
Oh, you fuck! I just got my track fixed.
You've got some serious pain coming up behind you.
I'm working on fixing the track so I can move.
Stingray 2.
That is a lot of pain. Passed through the tracks, didn't actually hurt it. Just keep flinging it. Oh, shit. Am I getting 2 shots to your 1?
Well, he could be on as much as a 12-second reload.
Okay, now turn my ass around. Find that MBT-70. Oh, son of a bitch! That's not okay, Obsidian. That is not okay.
I thought they fixed the spawning on this map. Or is that in patch 12?
That's patch 12.
Oh, hell.
Go to hell. In a handbasket. Right to hell now.
Identify.
Oh, you... Bad Artie.
Ow. Very bad arty.
Optics repaired. Clear.
Screw you and all your family.
Don't. T80, what you doing?
Apparently T80 can't pin MBT-70.
Apparently T80 thinks showing its side armor to an MBT-70 is a good idea.
And he ate it. Oof. I've eaten Artie and HE shells. I got 1 pin from a VFM, and everything else is Artie and HE. Hello, E.T. You don't get to phone home today. I'm sorry. I will, however, send you home if your home happens to be hell. Come on.
I'm trying to work out if this T80 is either playing smart or not. Because he's not moved from the middle of the map.
About to say, if Aura doesn't get him, I got him. Alright, YouTube stream isn't... Why isn't YouTube stream available in Germany?
To go
What
and
the fuck
do
is up with
something
that?
useful.
Identify. Tank.
Alright, I reloaded.
Direct hit.
How you like it? Oh. Ah, fuck! What the shit? Ooh. Oh, you don't have the elevation. I have that tank. God damn it!
Identify target.
What the fuck is shooting at me from over there? Oh, you are. There's 2 or 3 tanks over there, and they're all just wailing on me. Too late, VFM. You were too freaking slow.
He actually said he doesn't care about the trucks. So because he doesn't care about the secondary objectives, we all have to suffer.
Pretty much. We're all in MBTs. None of us are fast enough.
I did mention to him that it means less credits and rep.
It's a shitty attitude for him.
Watch out, you may have an expeditionary on your left, Fiaura.
Yeah, he's backed up against the wall though.
Identify target. Huh, easy.
What?
Touchdown. Lone Seiko.
Well, that's one way of doing it.
Uh, Come on, reset. There we go.
Yeah, the VFM's good for something.
You mean besides shooting? Because he's in Badger. You may as well just shoot him anyway. On principle. What? Badger's a bunch of trolls and assholes.
I'm not arguing, I'm just finding it funny.
Identify. Hostile. Easy. Direct hit.
Ooh, ate that one to the side. VFM's not living much longer because he's running away from 2 tanks. Instead of engaging them.
I went half of the hit points I had left.
Identify target. Hostile. Easy. Loader. Sabo. Identify. Hostile. Easy. Penetrate. Lone Sabo. Begin our track.
Right, you're gonna have to kick me from the platoon and I've got kids issues to sort out.
Okay.
Go to track.
I'm tracked.
Track's up.
I'm alive!
Target eliminated.
I refuse to die! Oh shit, bagel. Expeditioner didn't got me in the ass. Nice cheeky cheap shot there. I saw that. That was cheeky. You were just like, surprise, bang, I'm leaving now. Just back off. All you have to do is live. My tank corpse is there. Please stop abusing it. I would like my tank corpse to not be raped. I mean, it's just a it's just a thing. I don't know about you, but I don't like the idea of my corpse being raped. All you have to do is live for 20 seconds. That's it. Yay, we did a... I guess we did a good thing for our fascist dictatorship, which has hired us to work for us. I am convinced that in armored warfare you work for a fascist dictator. Do you agree with me that we work for a fascist dictator? Hey there. Yep, I'm still here harassing you.